Hello, glad to see you here today. And today we're going to talk about what would make your perfect prospect want to follow you. And I have three awesome points. Looks like I typed it twice. I guess I was tripping. Anyway, so when we're talking about those people that you want to, I'm looking at my notes here. I got something else there. That's better. So when we're talking about why people would want to follow you, why people would want to join you or, listen to you or anything that you do, what would make them want to do that? Think about that. And while you're hopping on, please drop where you're coming in from. That's always fun to know. There are people usually all over the world. The other day, I was in a training and someone was there from France. I was really kind of impressed. I mean, and it's not that, the USA is not, the bomb, but, it's just because I don't live anywhere else. I live here in the United States. So for me, hearing people coming from Africa and, France and, Italy and, places like that, it's really kind of like a wow. So wherever you're coming in from, drop it in. Become a part of the conversation with me, ask questions, comments, your opinion, whatever that is. Feel free to drop it in the chat. We can bring it up. If you come on and make a comment, then I'll put you up on the screen for a second. Not you, but your comment, and it might have. I'm digging myself into a hole. So let me just stop the hole. But anyway, it would be nice to be able to communicate and have an exchange of ideas and what you think about what it is I'm talking about today. Um, Before we get started, because I start sometimes and then I don't stop when I should and introduce myself, let me stop and do that now. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. And I do that in a variety of ways. I help with attraction, getting people that are attracted to you, showing you how to do that. I help with finding out where people are that you want to help, those people that you want to serve, as well as I talk about video, live video primarily, and the new thing that's taken that it's all the rage that's taken, the industry by storm, for everyone that's online, and most of us, I believe, are online, if not everyone. But it's micro video. Micro video is really coming up big on Instagram and TikTok and also Facebook. Facebook has gotten into the ring with that as well. So, all the major players. And so, I talk about that as well. And that just kind of helps, as well as giving you updated, modern, trending strategies and tips. So that is what I do. I would also like to offer you a gift. I will put it on the video, the information, um, and it will be on the video when it's downloaded in the comments section. And it's what I first, gave my email address for and got information that was really helpful to me, really opened my eyes, gave me more to think about, it just kind of opened up my brain as well, opened up my mind to see, that there was something else out there that was possible that I could do, that I would love to do and learn, a different way, a different, better way, which was how it went for me. and a lot of other people, because it's really important to know exactly where you want to be, and if you're struggling and having issues, yada yada, you just, and you're not feeling comfortable, you're feeling like, let me out of here, I understand that. Been there, done that. And so today, let's get on to, because I see my time is rolling, just a little bit of an introduction, and it's time is rolling by, and I want to be respectful of your time and my time as well, because our time is important. We only have 24 hours in a day, which is a lot, but if we don't use it properly, then, it ends up getting kind of wasted away. So, and then we're like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? That's me. I go, where'd it go? What happened to my day? What happened to the time? But I'm getting better at that, and I'm growing in that, and learn, and just using my time with intentionality. And so anyway, there I go. Off on another tangent. So we were talking about what would make your perfect prospect want to follow you. Has anybody thought of what that is? It's one thing in particular. And I'm not really seeing anything in a comment box, so I'm gonna go on, and because sometimes there's a lag, and sometimes I know that people are listening, but they're busy, and but they, just wanna be able to listen, and people will catch it on the replay. So if you're here with me live, awesome, and you can't, comment, I understand, as well as if you're catching this on the replay and you comment later, same thing. I'll give you shouts out and answer your questions or comments or your opinion. But the thing that will cause your perfect prospect to want to, I'm sorry, to want to follow you, I got all these words in my head, to want to follow you, to want to do maybe what it is you're doing, maybe see what it is you're doing, is you. You are that important in how you show up. And what I have is some things about you that cause people to take a look at you over someone else. And everybody is not going to be um, wanting to, follow you. Everybody is not for you. There are people out there that are for you, though, and that are, finding you and hearing what you're saying, and they're starting to build some type of a know, like, and trust from, hearing you, seeing you. And that's why video is so important. Reading your posts, your stories, the stories feature on Facebook, and the stories feature on Instagram, and I'm sure I'm not sure about the other ones. Let me not even go there. I'm not sure about the other ones if they have stories, but I know for sure Facebook and Instagram has stories, and people really like those stories. They're short glimpses of your life and what you're sharing with people, that's valuable, that causes them to be able to see you, and maybe want to be a part of what it is that you're doing, whether that's listening to your video, whether that's, reading your story, maybe that's reading a post that you read, that you posted. And I have three things here. So number one I have is relatability. So when you're talking to someone, and you're telling a story, and um your story, depending on if and there are ways to tell stories that really touch others, and it's really important to be able to start to learn. It's a skill set, and learn how to tell stories. I have a little, struggle in that area. Oh, I won't say struggle. I have a challenge in that area myself sometimes, because when you're, and I don't know if this happens to you, but when you're saying something, or when you're writing something, or typing something, you know, you know what you're saying, but you're leaving out words, and so then you don't quite say what it is that you think you're saying, because you think you're saying it because you hear yourself, but you're not really saying it because you didn't put it down in the post, or you missed that word, or this word, or and it may be key words, but you don't realize it. And it's happened to me, and I have to actually, I learned this a while back, but and then I think I had stopped for a while. But then I remembered how important it is to go back and reread what it is that I put there, to make sure that I haven't said, I really want to let you know this and that and back and forth, but I forgot the let you know, or I forgot the no in the let you know, because I hear it, I think I'm typing it, but I'm not. So when I go back and I reread, and I try to reread out loud so that I can see what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I've done. And then I remember, oh, I got to stick that. I didn't put no in there. If I'm talking about no, like, and trust, if I, just say no, like, and trust, and, have it written in a post, and I got no and trust, and that's it, what happened to like? So it's important to be able to um, be relatable in, and be careful in what you're saying and what you're writing. And I sometimes, I don't know why, sometimes I grasp for words and those words won't come out. I'm like, okay, I know I had it, I know I thought about it, but it just would. And that's okay. I mean, we're all growing, we're all learning, and we're all just trying to do what it is that we really want to do. And that's helping those people that we really want to help, and serving those people. So, relatability is really important. There are a lot of people out there that will relate to some of the stories that I tell, that will relate to, me as a person, my personality. They'll relate to, my voice. I've been told that I have a voice that, people would say, why didn't you go on radio? You should be on radio, such and such and such. And this is like way back, and people still say things about my voice, just not as much, because it's not as full and strong as it used to be. As you get older, stuff happens, but I'm trying to make sure that it stays as strong as I can keep it, and be who I am. So, they're just, there's certain things about you that people are really gonna like and really gonna relate to, and that's important. Then I have next, vulnerability. I've heard it said several times that people are able to relate more to your mess than, other stuff that you might talk about. So when you're having issues and you are able to be vulnerable with those that you're talking to, it just, it touches them. When I'm listening to people, I find that I have tears, or I'm feeling something inside, and I just, want to, say, oh my gosh, that's really rough. I know what that's like, and that kind of thing. So being able to be vulnerable and allow yourself to open up just shows that you're not trying to hide something, and that you're being who you are in front of the world, in front of whoever you're talking to. That's really important. So I see my time is rolling by. So let me just keep going. So being vulnerable is not a bad thing. It's not something that, you don't want to see somebody who's crying all the time, or someone who's sad all the time, or whatever. You want to know if they're being vulnerable with something that happened in their life. And we all have so many stories and so many journeys that we've gone through in our lives, and and still have more to go, that someone will relate to what it is that you're sharing. And that's just important to be able to do that. but not to the point where it's every time, oh, let's go to Weepy Woodard. We want she always has these really sad stories and it's no point to them at the end. You want to be able to show what happened. Did you make it through that vulnerable time, that upsetting, frustrating, hurtful time? And what did you do and how did you do it? So that's important to be able to show how you went through this terrible time and how and what you did, how and what you did maybe to keep going and pull yourself up and keep going. And there are a lot of people out there I know that have gone through a lot of stuff. And some people give up, but there's a lot of us that don't. The next thing, last thing, is solutions to their problems, their pain points, their struggles. If you have solutions for people, especially, when you know what their pain points are and you can help someone with that, that's where someone will definitely go from right to left or left to right if that other area, that other person wasn't quite touching on any of those things that are important to them right now. Because it's, of course, we are important, but it's also, we want to be aware of what it is that we want to help people with, what it is that we want to serve with, how we want to serve them, what can we do to help them. That's one of the main things. So if telling my story or my sharing my journey of what I'm going through, what I've been through, and how I turned it around is something that can really truly help somebody. And if they see me as a normal, regular person, okay, so this, oh, and I see my little, I don't know what that blue thing is that keeps showing up in my backdrop, but this is my backdrop, and it's just, they're behind there. This is actually my TV behind me, but I have a green screen up, and this is just one of the things I like to, one of the backdrops that I like to use. And if you see the little string, okay, over here, the strings over here, those are still from my birthday balloons from the 31st. And oh, here we go again. I don't know why that's showing up, but I really am not going to deal with that right now. I'm going to keep on talking and get done. So, um, solutions to the pains, the struggles, the upsets and frustrations can truly, gosh, what is it? I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to look down there anymore. I'm going to keep my face at the camera. So if it shows up, fine. If it doesn't, fine. I don't know what it is. So just important, those three awesome, important points. I hope that they actually help. I hope that they actually have given you some value, something to think about, something that will help you. And basically that is it. I'm not seeing any comments or anything in the chat box right now. And but you can always, like I said, drop them in later and I will still get back with you. The other thing is, like I said, I will have the information that I talked about for the training, the gift that I was going to put on um, the video when it's downloaded in the comment section. I will still do that so you can find it once this is downloaded. So basically, that is it for today. I cut back my lives from 5 a day to 3 a day, and so not a day, 5 a week is what I used to do, and now I'm doing 3 a week. So I'm doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I thought that would really be good, but I keep running into other trainings or other things that I'm meetings or things that I have to go to. So I may go late or early, but it's a good idea to keep your notifications on so that you know when I'm going live. And that is it. Have a good day, and we'll talk soon. I'll be on live again on Tuesday. In between time, I'll be posting encouraging and lifting people up. That's what I want to do. I want to lift, help, and help people to be able to build what it is that they want to build. So take care. I'm out of here. Bye now.